India's Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan has praised the performance of Made in India drones and counter-drone systems of the military in Operation Sindoor. Speaking at a workshop and exhibition on indigenously designed UAVs and CUAS New Delhi, CDS General Chauhan underlined the success of Operation Sindoor as a testimony of Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliance in defence. General Chauhan also stressed on the need for boosting innovation and startups in sector.
You cannot win with yesterday's weapon systems in today's warfare. In fact, today's warfare has to be fought with tomorrow's technology. Operation Sindoor has showed us as to why indigenously developed counter-US systems and counter-US systems built for our terrain and our needs are crucial. We cannot rely on imported niche technology that are crucial for our offensive and defensive missions. We must invent and build and safeguard ourselves. Dependence on foreign technologies weakens our preparedness, limits our ability to scale up production, results in shortfall of critical spares for sustenance and round-the-clock availability. Another important aspect of this capability is that foreign weapons and sensors, their capabilities are known to all, and adversaries can predict our tactics and doctrinal concepts based on the capabilities of this particular system. If you are developing systems which you own, their capabilities are not known to the enemy, and that may add an element of surprise when actually you're face-to-face in the initial encounters at least.
Indeed, India's Nandita Dagar joins us on this story. Hi, Nandita. A very good afternoon to you. CDS General Anil Chauhan heaped praise on Made in India drones and also counter-drone systems. Also said that success of Operation Sindoor, a testimony of self-reliance or Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense. Now, Nandita, I want to ask you what makes them special and how the technology in defense, Nandita, in India has flourished over the years.
Yes, this is a very, very foresightful decision that Prime Minister Modi took in 2014, the year when he took over as India's Prime Minister for the first time. He gave a call for Make in India or Atmanirbharta. Self-reliance in Hindi is called Atmanirbharta. And that is what the Chief of Defence Staff, General Chauhan, is saying today. And he said that homegrown, that is designed, developed, manufactured in Indian UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as counter UAV systems have proven their worth in Operation Sindoor, and therefore Operation Sindoor is a testament of India's capability in not just indigenously manufacturing and designing these weapons of the future, or that is of futuristic warfare, but also how well they have performed. Just see, Siddharth, that our loitering munitions, also known as suicide drones or kamikaze drones, known as Harop, it is known that it destroyed the HQ-9 air defense system, which is of Chinese origin, in Lahore in this Operation Sindoor. So it is a very capable system. And then, apart from the drones that we have in use currently being developed by the DRDO, already developed by the DRDO, our Indian industry, powered and fueled by young innovators, startups, because it is poised to be a $11 billion industry in India by 2030. That is the drone industry, and this involves not just the public sector but also private manufacturers. Alpha Technologies in Bangalore is the one which has built Sky Striker, which was used in this Operation Sindoor against Pakistani targets. And you know how the landscape is, Siddharth, because the current warfare that we are seeing for the past 5 to 6 years, the battles that are raging, the wars that are raging across the globe, they are not using conventional means. They are using loitering munitions, swarm drones, AI-powered, drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, or first-person view drones, etc. As far as India is concerned, we gave a push to our design and development through several measures. Prime Minister Modi and our Defense Ministry, Prime Minister Modi took a personal interest in the fact of the negative impact import list, which the Indian defense industry or we Indians call the positive indigenization list, wherein in 2021 we banned the import of certain critical components required for the manufacture of drones. That is, we cannot import them from China, we cannot import them from anywhere, we have to build our own. And secondly, there is a production linked incentive scheme worth 120 crore rupees, where our Ministry of Civil Aviation, which has formed a Drone Federation of India, consisting of about 550 drone startups. And this is a very vibrant field where young and engineering graduates, IITians, etc. are involved in this. And they are being given these funds to design these cutting edge technologies. So you can just imagine what kind of a push. Apart from that, the Indian government, of course, is collaborating with the Americans, the Israelis, to build manufactured drones. For example, Harrops, they are being built in India, made in India, and they've given a stellar performance as far as this Operation Sindoor is concerned, carrying out very targeted, precise, effective, devastating strikes on Pakistani targets.
Definitely, Nandita, I can imagine that the defense technology has flourished over the years. But Nandita, can you just explain to our viewers, you just mentioned about, a lot of things, including drones. Can you explain to our viewers that in this modern world, a lot is being talked about, the drone warfare. How significant is that, and how India is going about it?
Siddharth, this would be just an understatement to say that drones is the future warfare. The future of warfare is drones, artificial intelligence, robotics. First of all, we do not lose precious human trained pilots or soldiers. And secondly, drones are cheap. We can buy them off the shelf also. They are commercial drones which can be cheaply modified. Look at the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, which raged between Azerbaijan and Armenia in 2022. Look at the conflict that was carried out. Look at spider web of the operation that just last month Ukraine carried out against Russia. There is complete asymmetry between the conventional power of Ukraine and Russia. But Ukraine, with just $1,000 drones, destroyed 1/3 of Russian air assets at far off air bases, which were even 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers away. So long range, high endurance, high altitude drones. This is the future of warfare. It is a force multiplier. We have seen this in the Israel war on Gaza. We have seen this being deployed, drones being deployed in the Iran versus Israel war, because you see Israel had actually smuggled in drone operators inside Iranian territory, and Iran, of course, in its retaliation carried out drone attacks on Israeli cities. So for David versus Goliath battle, drones are the means to carry out, and they are the force multipliers. And that is why, considering that this is the futuristic warfare combined with artificial intelligence, machine learning, unmanned aerial vehicles, and counter unmanned aerial systems are the future. And that is something that India is currently investing in and has been investing in for the past 10 years at least, for the young mind, so that we can have an edge over our adversaries.
Definitely. So, Nandita, in a nutshell, we can say that as far as the modern warfare is concerned, the drones are the new in. And as the new technology is coming in, India is also, raking in that new technology and also building up new drones, to counter any future attacks, if at all. But very well analyzed there, Nandita. Thank you so much.
Shukriya. Thank you so much.